that's right. Wow, I was really nervous about that, but you know what? We got it through.
This is the place Dana calls home, the Penguins repair shop, but it's not just repairs going on here, it's creation.
Paternoville has migrated from Beaver Stadium to outside Joe Paterno's home.
I'm gonna get in the batter's box, take a couple cracks, see what I got.
Oh. We're in the business of keeping it real, and the Pirates are not all rainbows and lollipops.
We caught up with Hill as he was boarding the team bus. He said it's only a knee sprain and there are no torn ligaments.
It's a mix of mixed martial arts and wrestling, and Bowen and Mason here do it better than anyone else their age in the world.
If you're not careful, that'll take your arm right off.
Ben Roethlisberger drives by in a golf cart and he yells over to me, "Don't worry, you look good."
And any true hockey fan knows you don't stand on the team's logo in the dressing room. Come on, man.
Harlem Globetrotters are in town at the Cambria County War Memorial. I hear they have a 7'8" guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to give him a high five.
Walking into the Cambria Martial Arts Studio in South Fork, you see champions. 2 of them, and they are only 6 years old.
How cool was the tournament this past weekend?
Awesome!
Last weekend at the Grappling World Championships in New Jersey, Bowen Bassett of Elton won 2 gold medals in jiu-jitsu. Mason Gibson of Johnstown took 3rd place in another jiu-jitsu event.
That's exciting, you know, biggest tournament in the world, and it's more of a pleasure than me winning than seeing kids I train win.
You're probably sitting at home wondering what jiu-jitsu is anyway. Well, it's a mix of mixed martial arts and wrestling, and Bowen and Mason here do it better than anyone else their age in the world.
So what do you think about yourself?
Real good,
Why?
because I beat all the kids.
I mean, he works so hard, and for him to be able to go there and do so well is just unbelievable.
The competition featured over 1,200 athletes from across the globe. In winning his groups, not only did Bowen win gold, but he won a sword too, which he calls the coolest part of the tournament.
What was the part that you're going to remember most about all this?
Holding up the sword, I'm proud of myself because I went up there and tried my best.
Bowen and Mason are cousins, so not only do they practice together, but as you can see, they're best friends too. And in this case, the family that grapples together wins together.
What does it feel like to be the champion?
Awesome.
4 years ago, the Penguins were able to lift the Stanley Cup.
Look this way.
And now they're looking to bring it back to Johnstown.
Machine.
Meet Dana Heinze. Along with Chris Stewart, they are the unsung heroes of any Penguins playoff run, and both were born and raised in Johnstown.
We're the guys that are in the trenches working in the locker room every day.
Now they call Consol Energy Center their home. Heinze and Stewart have been with the Pens for 7 years. Dana is the head equipment manager. Chris is the team's head trainer. They sat down with us during the playoffs to talk small beginnings and big winnings.
Think back that all the time in the bus and all the long hours that we spent together and working with the Chiefs. It's where we started. It's our roots.
For 2 guys from Johnstown to be sitting here 7 years together in Pittsburgh is awesome.
While Chris spent much of the morning tending to the Penguins' seemingly endless injury list, Dana gave 6 Sports an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at playoff preparation inside the Pens dressing room.
Are they as superstitious with their equipment as they might be in the dressing room?
They're all superstitious. They all have their little quirks, and that's another thing you got to learn.
This is the place Dana calls home, the Penguins repair shop, but it's not just repairs going on here, it's creation. Take these gloves, for example. They're UC Jokinen's. Penn's got them at the trade deadline from Carolina. He took this glove that UC had when he was with the Hurricanes, and then took one of Chris Letang's gloves with the gold trim and completely recreated it. UC wears them out on the ice every night.
They make everyone feel comfortable, especially new guys coming in. They get you anything they need. They spoil us, really.
You know, they spend a lot of time at the rink and a lot of hard work, and you know, they take care of a lot of the guys, and so it's good to see that you know, they're getting some airtime.
Both Heinze and Stewart say that because of their Johnstown roots, they are each other's support staff, and that support has the Penguins closer each day to another Stanley Cup. Matt Maisel, 6 Sports.
Now, your 6 Sports Report.
It's called Late Night Bucking, and it's usually reserved for West Coast games, but thanks to a nearly 3-hour delay, the Pirates are smack in the middle of their series closer with Oakland. 2-hour, 50-minute delay to be exact. Bucks hoping to avoid a sweep and a 5th straight loss, but their offense, yes, their offense actually got going tonight. Jose Tabet in the 3rd inning. It's a gap shot which will score Starling Marte to make it 1-0. Each of the last 2 nights, Pirates lost 2-1. Already they surpassed that total. Andrew McCutchen with a slice shot into right. That brings in Tabata, the very next batter. 2-0. Few batters after that, it's Pedro Alvarez to right center. This brings in Russell Martin. 3-0 is the score. Pirates already surpassing their run total from the past 2 nights. We're in the 4th inning. Pirates once again 3-0. Francisco Liriano's dealing for the Bucks right now. Meanwhile, tomorrow night, Richland High School grad Austin Urban will start against the Spikes. Urban's part of the Orioles organization. He was a Penn State commitment before choosing to go pro back in 2010. He's also coming off his best start of the season, in which he struck out 6 and allowed 1 run. We'll hear from Austin before a start tomorrow at 6:20. AAA action tonight. Berkeley Hills Renegades down 2-0 in the 6th inning against Ophthalmic Associates. Nate Campbell trying to beat out the double play. He does. Evan Price scores to make it 2-1. 2 batters after that. Some 2-out lightning before the storm came. Rick Jones slapping it up the middle. Soup Campbell coming around to score to net it up at 2 apiece. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Matt Kastelik on 3rd with no outs. Logan Fluke pitching. And it's wild. That allows Kastelik to score a walk-off. Renegades take it 3-2. Penn State football training camp begins in less than a month, and let's face it, it wouldn't be normal if there wasn't going to be a quarterback competition, but that's what we'll have when Tyler Ferguson and Christian Hackenberg take center stage in August. Ferguson, the JUCO transfer, Hackenberg, the 5-star recruit. Penn State's website, gopsusports.com, interviewed quarterback coach Charlie Fisher. He said both could take huge steps this summer, like Matt McGloin did last year.
Now we've got 2 guys competing, and they'll do the same. They like to work. Those are all good starting points.
And Penn State's Live for Life for Kidney Cancer Research is this Friday and open to the public. On the field, 3 more Nittany Lions found their way onto preseason watch lists today. Senior guard John Urschel and defensive tackle Daquan Jones are both on the Outland watch list for the nation's top interior lineman. Defensive end Deion Barnes is on the Nagurski list for the nation's top defensive player. Pennsylvania's best young wrestlers are holding camp this week at Pitt Johnstown. We caught up with the state's junior Greco-Roman team as they prepare for next week's national meet in Fargo. YUPJ head coach Mike Carroll told me their facilities mixed with the natural geography made it ideal for training. 2 local wrestlers were among the 28 to qualify. Seniors to be Brody Zaccaro of Brookville and Seth Decker of Penns Valley.
It's crazy because you got the best people, but they're also here to... It's tough out there, but it can't get a lot tougher than these guys.
The Greco-Roman tournament begins Tuesday in Fargo, North Dakota. Hockey news from earlier today. Longtime NHL All-Star Ilya Kovalchuk has suddenly retired from the New Jersey Devils. Only 30 years old, Kovalchuk is walking away from $77 million on the remainder of his contract and has played his entire career with either the Atlanta Thrashers or the New Jersey Devils. That does it for sports tonight. 6 News will be right back.